Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Dancing in the Purple Rain, and here at the Purple Rain we turn your blues into purple because that's what we do here at the Purple Rain. My name is Mpho, but I go by the name Purple Rain now. I'm still getting used to my tagline. Like, I feel like 2023 is that year where of taglines, of structure in my YouTube channel, and a lot of vulnerability. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Today I want to have a candid conversation about stuff. So I'm gonna use my YouTube channel, like I talk like I'm singing basically. So and I use so as my favorite conjunction 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 word. So I think today let's talk about, wow, I have a lot of things that I want to talk about. So one of them is my friendship. Let's talk about friendship today. I'm gonna shoot a couple of videos today, so let's talk about friendship. How I survived such a long time without having friends. How you can survive without having friends. First of all, like at first, because of shame, and you know how the society is like, oh, if you don't have friends, you are, there's something wrong with you or something like that. And also we get that in high school, like if you don't have friends, you are not cool enough, or if you don't have friends, you don't have a sense of belonging, or you don't belong to anywhere or whatever. And I realized for me that I at some point, I remember, like in 2020, that's 3 years ago, I had tried everything to make my friendships work. Literally everything. I remember 2019 I cut my friends off, and the first bulk, like my university friends, I cut them off, and then I was left with my childhood friends and my high school friends, who were like more of the most toxic people in the world, more toxic than everyone else. And but because they were my friends for that long, I just felt like, let me just keep them. But like in 2019, I remember I cut everyone off. There was a period where I was so depressed and I was alone, and I was just like, fuck, like I'm alone, and like I don't have anyone. Like I cut off everyone, and which I should have stuck to it, but I didn't know at that time what I was dealing with. And then I decided to reach out to those friends again in 2020, after I worked on myself. Like I had worked on myself, did some healing. I found out that I had childhood traumas and stuff like that. So I was doing my healing, and then I went back with my friends, and then I realized, eh, it's not gonna work. 2020, I realized, oh fuck, like I am meditating, I'm becoming healthier, and my friendships are starting to be like, they're just starting to become more toxic than I thought. So I had to cut them off. I had to cut my friends off. So living life, I think I don't have friends now right now, but I don't need friends. Like I don't. It's like it's a thing of like, oh, I don't have friends, please be my friend. Like it's a thing of like, if I have friends, I have friends. If I don't, I don't. But I don't live life alone. You know how in life there's always someone to talk to. There's always someone who wants to talk to you about something. So you end up making friends anyway. You'll end up talking to someone anyway. Like we live in South Africa. Like there's so many people in the world. So basically, how I survived with no friends for 3 years. I first of all needed that time. Let's start there. Like I needed that time alone by myself, because basically the gist of this video is, you can live life without having friends. Like you are not like and a lot of people think that, yeah, like I'm not promoting people to be alone and whatever, but at some stages in your life they require you to be alone in order for you to know who you are and in order for you to center yourself. Because if you keep on wanting to be have friends, wanting to have friends, at the end of the day you're gonna choose wrong friends. You're gonna go from one bunch of wrong friends to another bunch of wrong friends. So I feel like for me, at some point I had to accept, like, I can't believe I'm speaking so candidly about it, as if it was not something that I was ashamed about. But at this point in my life, Joe, I feel like I'm old enough. And I feel like, yeah, Joe, like, what's the point of having friends if your friends gossip about you? They don't even care about you. I remember I had used to have friends, and we went out this other time, and they left me at where I stay, and I didn't even have a tag to open. Like, my flatmate had left with my keys, so I didn't even have the keys to go inside the flat. Neither did I have the tag to open the gate. But my friend left me there, like, just left me standing there. So what's the point of having friends if those are the kind of people that you are around? Like, you are alone, you know. And there were so many times where I had, like, one-sided friendships, where, like, my friendships were about, like, every Christmas I used to have this terror feeling of, like, are they gonna wish me a Merry Christmas? Are they gonna wish me a Happy New Year? Or are they gonna wish me a happy birthday? My birthday is around the festive season, so on the 2nd of January. Shout out to all the Capricorns. Like, I used to worry about that. Like, are these people gonna do that for me? The answer was no. They didn't care about me. They didn't care. And I used to ask myself, like, and I wanted their approval and I wanted their validations, and there's so many bad things that I used to do. Oh gosh, sorry about that. That's my alarm. Yeah, and bro, like, for me at this point in my life where I don't have friends, I have so many things that I do. My life is so full right now. Um, and my relationship, like, if I'm getting in a relationship, get out of here. Hey, let's touch that topic. But what I'm saying is, like, having friends, that friends needs to have a purpose. Like, we can't just have friends just to fill our lives. Your life is gonna be too cluttered. Too many voices are gonna be speaking inside your head. You won't sort of know who you are. Like, it just creates too much distraction, too much confusion when you have all these people that are just there. Like, they're just there in your life, but they don't have sort of a purpose in your life. Like, they are just there because you need someone to go out with, or you can go out alone. Like, when you go out, you're gonna meet people, and those people, if you don't like them, you're gonna go home and just enjoy life. Like, you can, if you what do you need friends for? Like, yeah, maybe, bro, there's so many people who have friends but they are really alone. So I feel like at some point, I know right now I'm speaking about it in a way that I've moved past that, and I understand. But how, and in the beginning, not having friends and being alone was like scary, because you're just like, what am I gonna do this weekend? But I realized, I remembered, like, December 2020, I was just like, it's fine. I'm going. I was listening to one of my favorite life coaches called Integration, Meredith, yeah, by Integration, Meredith Miller, talking about facing pathological loneliness. So I struggled because of my childhood and being neglected emotionally by my parents. I struggled with pathological loneliness. So that pathological loneliness, I needed to overcome it by being alone. And being alone, that means, like, having nobody. Like, I didn't need to have a friend, boyfriend, no family, nothing. I just had to be alone. And after I went through that, like, that pathological phase takes maybe about a year, like 6 months to a year. And afterwards, you heal that pathological loneliness. You no longer feel that desperately need to have somebody in your life just for you to have somebody in your life, even if that person is not having a purpose. Like, red. And I feel like where I am right now in my life, if I'm gonna have a friend, that friend has to have a purpose, and we have to have the same values, and we have to have the same. Even my friendships in the past, I didn't even have the same values. I just picked people because we are from the township. Let's just, let's, this person is from the same place as I am. And like it didn't work. So I just feel like at this point in my life, although, so let me just say the one thing that I struggled with in the beginning, though I can't remember properly because it's such a long time ago. I haven't had friends for like 3 years. so I so I'm just thinking, like, maybe I struggled with, oh my god, I felt I missed out on having friends when I was in varsity. That was the perfect time for me to have friends. When I think about it, I used to have friends in varsity, but those friends were not, you know, good, like good friends to me, and I also had my own issues at the time, and I was codependent as fuck. Like I was, oh gosh, it was a mess. So yeah, like it was just too many, there was just too many things going on in my life. Like right now my life, there's so much peace, there's so much clarity, there's space, like there's so much space for me to even go and do other things, so the things that you can do when you don't have friends, activities that you can do, you can go hiking. I love going on a hike. You can go to restaurants alone. You can, nobody's gonna judge you, and people don't really care about you. Like people are not there like you like that. Like people don't even think about, like, maybe people, they see you alone, but they don't, like, unless if a person is a predator. Like a predator, you can see them with when they ask you, why are you always alone, why does, then that you can answer them by saying, nah, I just prefer being alone. And when people ask you, maybe they say, why are you always alone, don't you want to be my friend, or something like that, you should be like, there's a reason why I don't have friends. Like I'm known to walk alone. I mean, even Beyonce said it, I'm known to walk alone, but I'm alone for a reason. Like you have standards, you're not gonna just allow just anybody to just be your friend because you are lonely. That's not the vibration. Mm-mm. So yeah, like I feel like, yeah, just be alone, vibe alone for a while. Like yeah, even my skin, like it's just I'm wearing makeup, but like if you could see, like even like you can even see, like my skin is a bit, there are bumps, but like it's not that bad. Like there's so much clarity. Like having too many people in your life creates too much chaos, like, and you can't even think about what you want to do in your life because this friend is doing this friend, like it's just too consuming. So I feel like, yeah, you can survive. Like being alone is not the end of the world, not having friends is really not the end of the world. In fact, is the best time to get to know yourself, the best time to do what you want to do, to open up your mind, to learn new things. You can learn how to dance or via YouTube. You can learn how to do so many, like I learned how to dance via YouTube. I learned, you can even learn how to do your hair because you have so much time. You can learn how to do your makeup because you have all this time. Like life is not always about having too many friends in your life. Like having too many people in your life is not healthy. So I'm just, yeah, so thank you guys for watching my YouTube channel today. This video is very all over the place, but I feel like my videos now are just gonna be a lot of myself, but also I'm gonna try to be like professional nyana. But yeah, that's basically the gist of today's video. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Remember to like this video. I really, please guys, help me because the algorithms of my on YouTube, they're so bad. Please help me guys. Just tell me, do you have friends and how do you feel about having friends or not having friends, and how do you deal with being alone? I mean, being alone is the best time of your life. Like this, oh my god, it's the best time to just, like, being alone is the plug. Okay, so just let me know if you do have friends, how did you choose your friends and where did you meet them, and if you don't have friends, just tell me, how are you finding the experience? Like, are you lonely, and how long have you not had friends? For me, it has been 3 years of not having friends. So, and it has, I didn't die. Like, you won't die, you know. Bye.